Welcome to Kcherie Soaps. Today I'm making China Rain. I'm going to create an ombre soap, meaning that the soap will be layered from a darker color to a lighter color. I'm also going to include within the soap some clear glycerin soap embeds in the layers. I'm hoping that this will create a unique effect of being able to see light through the soap. So let's see how the soap goes together. Here I'm adding my lye solution to my oils. I'll give it a stir and then I will stick blend it to a light trace. Now I'm burping my stick blender to remove the air bubbles. I'm using the low setting on the stick blender because I only want the soap batter to come to a light trace. Now it's time to add the fragrance oil to the soap batter. Since this is the first time that I've used this fragrance oil, I'm going to stir it in instead of stick blending. I've read the reviews and it's not supposed to rise or accelerate, but I just want to make sure. The soap batter looks nice. There isn't any rising or acceleration. This soap is going to be 5 ombre layers, going from the darkest on the bottom to the lightest on the top. Each layer will be approximately 20% of the total weight of the soap batter. Okay, I've split off approximately 40% of the batter into this clear pitcher that I'm going to add my colorant to. The remaining batter is in the white batter bowl. I'm going to stick blend the mica so that I get it mixed in very well. This will also help to thicken my soap batter just a bit and make it easier to pour my layers into the mold without them breaking through. Okay, I've gotten the mica mixed in well. It's time to pour the first layer into my mold. For the first layer, we are only going to pour approximately half of the blue batter into the mold. Now I'm going to tap my mold on the counter so that the soap batter will level out. I'm adding my first glycerin soap embed. I'm spraying the embed with alcohol. I've used clear glycerin soap and tinted it with just a tiny amount of mica. I only want the embed with a tint of blue so that it is still clear and that you're able to see through it. Now off camera, I'm adding another 20% of my white batter into the pitcher that still contains about 1/2 of the blue soap batter. This will create a lighter blue color for my next layer. So I've got that mixed well and it's time to pour the next layer. Once again, I'm going to pour half of my blue colored batter into my mold. I'm being careful not to mix the 2 layers in the mold. I'm using my spatula to help distribute the batter and level it in the mold. See how the batter is at a thicker trace? This helps to also hold my embed up and keep it from sinking in the mold. If I were pouring the soap batter and it was at a thin trace, when I put my embed in, it would sink, and I don't want that to happen. Now I'm going to tap my mold on the counter to level that layer. And after I've sprayed my glycerin embed with alcohol, I'm going to place it in my mold. My camera cut off, but I continued adding white batter to the blue batter to create the ombre layers and placing the glycerin embeds in the soap. Then I textured the top of the loaf of soap and drizzled blue vibrance mica mixed with some oil on the top for a mica drizzle. For a decorative top, I've added some glycerin soap chunks that I had dusted in a rose-colored mica. You'll see them in a second when we cut the soap. Can you see the ombre layers and the glycerin embeds? Also, you can see the glycerin rose embeds that I placed on the top of the soap. My soap is still a little soft, so I'm trying to be careful with it while I cut it. I'm also being careful as I make my cut because my bud cutter isn't made to cut glycerin soap, and you can tell as the wire hits each of the embeds. Now you can see the ombre effect a little better. I can't wait to show you the effect of the clear embeds. You'll see that a little bit later at the end of the video. Making an ombre effect soap is really easy, and you don't have to use just one color and white. You also could use 2 different colors, and that would make a really neat effect. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I know the lighting wasn't very good, but I'll try to make some changes with that on some of the future videos. Here's a photo of the cut soaps. I haven't cleaned them up quite yet, but it will give you a better idea of the colors, and you can see the blue mica drizzle on the top as well. And remember I told you about the clear embeds in the soap? Well, I achieved what I was trying to do. You can actually see light through this soap. Isn't that neat? And if you like the video, take a second to click on the thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe to the channel.